Iowa with 3 major decisions and a pin for 18 dual meet points. The Bull with a win from Pat Lugo, the huge overtime win over Brendan Sorensen, and that's where we're at. 4 matches to 1, and we come out with 165s on the mat. Going to be looking Joey Gunther coming out. He's ranked number 16 by the Honorable Christian Piles. He'll be taking on the always funky and entertaining Reynolds, Pennsylvania's very own Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews ranked currently number 9 by the Honorable Christian Piles in FloWrestling. And here we go. This one should be fun one way or another. Another top 20 matchup here. Edinburgh, Iowa, Bull Series National Duels. Fun stuff thus far. A great bout at 149 pounds with the Burrow winning it. The Hawkeyes asserting their dominance with 3 major decisions at 133, 141, and a 157. Well, check that. 141 was a fall. 125, 133 were major decisions, as was 157. So the Hawkeyes on the warpath here. Gunther, Matthews, Reynolds, Pennsylvania state champion, a transfer from Clarion, Gunther from Libertyville, Illinois, Libertyville High School. And there's a nice shot, double 2, take that, and a chin whip from Matthews and nothing. Wow, what a great exchange. Gunther had him dead to rights, and he got Matthews, as I like to say it. Austin Matthews is a funk master. He reached back with a chin whip. So, as I said for Carton, he's going to have to be a round of 12 All-American candidate for the Hawkeyes in order for them to challenge for the Golden Trophy in St. Louis for the NCAA Championships. Gunther will have to do the same. He's going to have to be that round of 12, 6th, 7th, 8th place guy. If he can do that, the Hawkeyes will be in pretty good shape. So, we're scoreless here. Gunther hit a sweet double leg. Matthews reached back out of nowhere, tried to chin whip him, and kind of some chaos ensued. It was pretty good to watch. No score yet here in this bout. 1:02 remains in the first, and there's a shot by Matthews. He's got a fireman's looking too. No takedown yet. There it is finally. So Matthews up 2-0 on Gunther off of a loose fireman's carry. So 2-0 lead. Matthews covers back to the center. And Matthews pretty good on top. He did pin Rogers of Oklahoma State, Chandler Rogers, with a strapped him over the cradle. And Gunther going to be up and out, going to make it 2-1. We're inside of 30 seconds remaining here. Gunther going to try and pick up some short time points. Can he get to it? And nothing doing on that. Exchange, we're inside of 15 now. Gunther with a collar tie. Pulls on the head. Pushes Matthews to the edge. Could try and shoot him off as a Russian 2-on-1 now. And end of the first, it's going to be 2-1 Matthews going into the second. So Matthews will be underneath to start the second period. He's got a 2-1 lead right now. So quad pod immediately to his feet as Matthews is going to be up and out 3-1. He's in on a shot. Left-handed head inside single leg on Gunther. Gunther does a nice job breaking his lock. Gets his leg away. Squares up 3-1 lead. No score there off of that immediate attack by Matthews. Couldn't do much with it. Nice job by Gunther to be heads up on the defense there. So if you are Edinburgh, you got to be thinking, we need a big win out of Austin Matthews. Going down the stretch, you got Ty Showstall, a kitchen sink guy. He'll throw anything he can at Alex Meyer. Coming up at 174, 184, Dakota Gear, the come-up freshman. Franklin, Pennsylvania's finest. Be taking on All-American Sammy Brooks. So we've got some barn burners left here in this duel. Edinburgh absolutely has to win this bout.
1 minute.
Austin Matthews has to pick up a win for the Fighting Scots. We're inside of a minute with 55 seconds remaining. Gunther, Matthews, 3-1 Matthews. And Gunther pulling on him, wearing on him, hanging on that collar tie, doing a nice job of slowing Matthews down. Matthews, a guy who has battled injuries all of his years in wrestling at Clarion, now here at Edinburgh. He transferred from Clarion here. NCAA qualifier for the Golden Eagles. Gunther pushing him hard now. 15 seconds remains. Joey Gunther going to have to do something with it here, trying to get a short time takedown. We're inside of 10 now with 5. And it's going to be Choice Gunther going into the third. Gunther's choice.
Spartan race is coming to Ohio this May. Sign up now.
Underneath to start the third.
Started at Spartan.com.
So right now, Gunther and Matthews in a 2-point bout. Matthews got a cradle strapped up there. This is what he did to Rogers. He could have Gunther in some trouble, but Gunther looks pretty strong there in that quad pod tripod now. And they're going to get a restart here. 32 seconds of ride time for Matthews and climbing. Gunther's got to get up and out here in 28 seconds. Matthews going to have to be careful that he doesn't get high on that cradle. And he takes him backwards. Nice mat return there with that trip. Trips him over his leg. And he did cradle Chandler Rogers, so Gunther got to be careful here. Right boot in there for Matthews, and he's got it figure forward in a pretty good position here. Gunther got to be careful here. Matthews looking for that tilt, that roll through tilt, trying to catch his hand and tilt him up. His riding time now up to 110. Gunther trying to come up, can't do much with it. Matthews giving him a lesson in Pennsylvania mat wrestling right now. Gunther trying to come up, and Matthews is going to get a reinforced bar here, it looks like. And he has Gunther flattened out, and ride time with 45 seconds is up to now 130 for Matthews. It's about to be locked up here in 5 more seconds. So he's effectively going to have a 4-1 lead. Gunther got to come up off the mat. He could get dinged for stalling down there. Now he's got that 2-on-1 on Gunther's left side, does Matthews. We're inside of 25 seconds now. Boot comes in again, and Matthews does a masterful job here of riding Gunther hard in the third period. And he's hanging on that ankle, so I'm thinking you got to call Matthews for a stall. A reversal here doesn't do much for Gunther. We're inside of 5 now. Short time, we're off the mat. And 1.8 seconds remains. And Austin Matthews is going to pick up another win for the Fighting Scots. Barring madness here in 1.8 seconds, Fighting Scots will pick up their second W of the night. And it's going to be a 4-1 win for Austin Matthews as he knocks off Joey Gunther. And it's going to be an 18-6 duel after 165 as the 174s come out onto the mat.